Have you ever discovered you were adopted in the worst way possible? My grandma died last month, and I was helping my mom sort through decades of her paperwork for the lawyer. We're talking boxes of random stuff: old utility bills, birthday cards, grocery receipts, literally everything. I was going through this dusty shoebox in her closet when I found what looked like my birth certificate. It had a completely different last name on it. At first, I thought it was some weird filing mistake, or maybe grandma kept random documents for neighbors. But then I found the actual adoption papers right underneath it. My real name, my birth parents' signatures, court stamps, everything official. I'm literally sitting there on grandma's kitchen floor, staring at papers that basically said my entire life was a lie, and I just froze. Like, completely froze. My hands started shaking so bad I almost dropped the papers. I kept reading the same lines over and over, thinking maybe I was misunderstanding something, but no. There it was in black and white. I wasn't who I thought I was. My mind just went completely blank for what felt like hours, but was probably only a few minutes. I started thinking about every family photo, every birthday, every "you look just like your dad" comment from relatives. Were they all just lying to my face this whole time? Did everyone know except me? I felt like I was going to throw up right there on grandma's kitchen floor. The worst part? My birth mom's name was Sarah Mitchell. My mom had been calling me Sarah by accident my entire childhood, and I always thought she just mixed up names sometimes. Turns out she was literally saying my birth mother's name this whole time. But now I'm remembering all these moments differently, like when she'd call me Sarah and then get this weird, sad look on her face, or how she'd quickly change the subject when I asked about it. I used to think it was funny, like, oh, mom's being forgetful again, but she wasn't being forgetful. She was probably thinking about this other woman, this stranger who gave birth to me, every single time she looked at me. I sat there for probably an hour just processing everything, going through every memory, every conversation, trying to figure out what was real and what wasn't. I felt like my whole identity just shattered in that moment. Who was I, really? Were my parents even my parents, or just some people who took me in? I confronted my parents that night, and they both completely broke down crying. Like, I've never seen them cry like that before. My dad couldn't even look at me, and my mom just kept saying, "I'm sorry," over and over. She told me they wanted to tell me so many times, but grandma always shut it down. Apparently, she thought it would ruin the family if I knew the truth. My mom said she used to have nightmares about me finding out this way. She'd wake up in tears thinking about how hurt I'd be if I discovered it by accident instead of them telling me properly. And here we are, her worst nightmare coming true. My dad said they'd planned to tell me after grandma passed away, but they were too scared of how I'd react. The thing that really gets me is how much pain they've been carrying. My mom said there were so many times she almost slipped up completely, not just with the name thing. She said, watching me grow up was this constant battle between love and guilt. They love me like their own kid, but they felt guilty for stealing that experience from my birth parents and for lying to me every single day. Apparently, grandma was the one who insisted they never tell me because she thought it would complicate family dynamics. Now she's gone, and I can't even ask her why she made that choice. My parents have been carrying this massive secret for 22 years, and I found out from a shoebox in a dead woman's closet. What else have they been hiding from me?